The anticipation for Sony's next major mirrorless camera focused on video performance is reaching a fever pitch. After years of speculation and incremental updates across the Alpha line, the spotlight is now squarely on the upcoming Sony A7S IV. This release is generating significant interest not merely because it's overdue, but because it represents a strategic opportunity for Sony to reclaim its position in the hybrid video market, a segment where competitors like Canon, Panasonic, and Nikon have been making bold technological advances. While the broader A7 series continues to evolve, and Sony's FX line has expanded, the A7S series has remained relatively static. Given the A7S III debuted back in 2020, it's clear that an update is not just expected, it's imperative for Sony to remain competitive among serious videographers and hybrid creators who demand high-quality video in a compact, versatile form factor. For years, the A7S series has held a distinct appeal for creators needing exceptional low-light performance and reliable video capabilities without the bulk of a dedicated cinema camera. The A7S III set a high benchmark upon its release, delivering 4K video at frame rates up to 120 FPS, precise color reproduction, efficient codecs, and real-time autofocus that worked reliably under diverse shooting conditions. Yet, the camera market has shifted rapidly over the past half-decade. Panasonic, Canon, and Nikon have introduced cameras capable of 8K video, internal RAW recording, and advanced hybrid features, raising the bar for what professional videographers expect from full-frame mirrorless systems. In this evolving landscape, the A7S IV must not only preserve the strengths of its predecessor but also redefine the standard for video-centric hybrid cameras. Rumors suggest that the A7S IV will continue the series' focus on a low-resolution, high-sensitivity full-frame sensor. The original A7S philosophy prioritized large individual pixels over sheer megapixel count, maximizing light sensitivity and minimizing noise, a feature that has made the series a favorite for night shoots, concerts, documentaries, and other low-light environments. However, it's unlikely Sony will simply reuse the same sensor from the A7S III. Instead, the A7S IV is expected to incorporate a more advanced backside illuminated sensor, potentially utilizing stacked sensor architecture or even global shutter technologies already explored in other alpha cameras, such as the rumored A93. Such improvements could result in higher efficiency, better signal-to-noise ratio, improved dynamic range, and enhanced high ISO performance, all of which are critical for the types of professional video projects that the A7S series excels at. Beyond sensor upgrades, the A7S IV is expected to push video capabilities significantly forward. While the A7S III capped out at 4K 120 FPS, industry chatter points to 6K recording at 60 FPS as a potential feature, offering more flexibility in post-production workflows and cropping without sacrificing image quality. There is also speculation about ultra-high-speed recording, such as 4K at 240 FPS, which would provide extremely fluid slow-motion footage for sports, action, and cinematic applications. Implementing these capabilities will require robust internal cooling and fast media options, likely CF Express Type B cards, to manage the high data rates while avoiding compression artifacts or overheating during extended recording sessions. Performance improvements in the A7S IV are expected to extend well beyond resolution and frame rate. Sony's next-generation Bions XR processor, potentially paired with AI-driven enhancements, is likely to power the camera, improving speed, autofocus, and real-time processing. Autofocus, already one of Sony's strongest features, could see a notable leap in responsiveness and accuracy thanks to AI subject recognition and real-time tracking, similar to innovations introduced in the A7RV. These enhancements would be especially valuable for solo creators or small teams, where manual focus pulling isn't feasible. Fast, reliable autofocus in low light, during erratic motion, or when capturing fast-moving subjects could make the A7S IV a go-to solution for professional hybrid shooters. Color science is another area where the A7S IV could show marked improvements. While the A7S III delivered more natural skin tones and warmer palettes compared to its predecessors, feedback from creators indicates that in-camera color grading and cinematic output are increasingly important. The A7S IV could introduce expanded support for custom LUTs, enhanced in-camera color grading tools, and refined tonal curves. These upgrades would allow creators to achieve near-finished cinematic looks straight out of the camera, reducing the need for extensive post-production, a critical feature for content creators working under tight deadlines or on live productions. Image stabilization may also see meaningful advancements. Sony's current active stabilization is already effective for handheld shooting, but the A7S IV is rumored to combine improved sensor shift mechanisms with predictive AI stabilization. This hybrid approach could address jitter, roll, tilt, and yaw more effectively than previous models, potentially delivering gimbal-like smoothness without the need for additional hardware. For YouTubers, travel filmmakers, and independent creators, such an enhancement could transform how handheld video is captured, increasing versatility while reducing setup complexity. In terms of design, the A7S IV is expected to maintain the recognizable A7S III form factor, but subtle refinements are likely. A deeper grip could provide extended comfort for long shoots, while repositioned controls like the joystick could improve handling and speed of adjustments. Slightly larger viewfinders or rear LCD panels may also be introduced, offering a more immersive shooting experience. Sony is expected to prioritize weather sealing and thermal management, particularly given the higher frame rates and increased internal processing demands of 6K or ultra-high frame rate recording. Connectivity and live production features may also evolve. With content creation increasingly leaning toward live streaming, remote collaboration, and rapid delivery workflows, the A7S IV could become Sony's first mirrorless offering with Wi-Fi 6E or 5G tethering options via mobile integration. HDMI 2.1 output may allow high-bandwidth recording to external devices, supporting 8K capture or 4K at 120 fps with 10-bit 4:2:2, expanding possibilities for on-location production and mobile broadcasting. Such features would position the A7S IV as a versatile hub for modern content creators operating across multiple platforms and environments. Battery performance is another potential area of improvement. The NP-FC100 battery has proven reliable across Sony's Alpha line, but the A7S IV could introduce firmware optimizations or a slightly upgraded power cell, possibly called the Z2, to deliver a 20 to 30% increase in real-world shooting time. While incremental, this improvement would be meaningful for creators working in remote locations or on extended shoots where charging opportunities are limited. Pricing is expected to start around $4,000, roughly $500 higher than the A7S III at launch. While this places the camera firmly in the professional category, it reflects the evolving role of the A7S IV as a hybrid solution bridging Sony's cinema-oriented FX series and more photography-focused alpha bodies. Unlike a consumer-oriented camera, the A7S IV is not intended to compete on price but rather to offer high-end tools in a portable, user-friendly package that meets the demands of serious video professionals and hybrid content creators. Several market factors make the release of the A7S IV almost inevitable. Sony's FX3 and FX30A cinema compact cameras have filled niches but also highlighted gaps in the hybrid segment where neither full-featured cinema cameras nor standard alpha bodies fully meet the needs of solo shooters or hybrid professionals. Meanwhile, the delayed launch of the A7V leaves a vacuum in the enthusiast and prosumer market, which competitors are eager to exploit. Canon's R5C and Panasonic's Lumix S12, both with robust RAW and high-speed video capabilities, have raised the competitive stakes, making it increasingly important for Sony to respond with a compelling hybrid solution. As the release date approaches, anticipation continues to build. The A7S IV is not simply an update, it represents Sony's commitment to hybrid innovation and its determination to maintain a leading position in the increasingly competitive video-focused mirrorless market. For videographers, filmmakers, and hybrid content creators, it promises to deliver a blend of portability, power, and precision that has long been the hallmark of the A7S series. Sony may finally be ready to take the next big step in mirrorless video technology, and the A7S IV looks poised to be a defining camera of its generation.